Hey friends, good morning. How's everyone today? I'm just having a little dance party up in here. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm on day 11 of a big cleanse. So bringing that energy in today. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'm Andrea with the Wahe crew, and it's been really cool to get to connect with some of you, and I appreciate your support and your feedback regarding our live classes. It's really awesome to have this opportunity, this platform to share these practices of Kundalini Yoga that have meant so much in my life. I've been practicing Kundalini since 2011, and I won't even take the time to begin to describe the changes, the profound effect that it's had on me and supporting me and propelling me on my spiritual path. So I hope I can support you in yours too. So thanks for being here. With that, let's do our practice. Make sure you're seated in a comfortable position. So I'm on my meditation cushion. You might be sitting in a chair. Whatever is comfortable for you this morning or today, whenever you're finding this video. And we're going to start with tuning in with our Adi mantra, Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. So let's bring our hands together in front of our heart center. Start to rub your palms. Really settling into your space. When this becomes a part of our practice, a part of our ritual, a part of our ceremony, it sends a signal. It's like, ooh, we're starting something awesome, but it sends a signal up the arms and into the heart brain that we're entering our sacred space. Bring your hands into stillness. Press your palms together into Anjali Mudra right in front of your heart. Close your eyes down, take a deep inhale, and see if you can connect with that heart space. Connecting with the center of your being here. Your awareness is typically up in the mind. See if you can drop it down into the heart for a couple of deep breaths. Now that we're operating from our heart brain, let's tune in with the Adi mantra. We'll chant this 3 times. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take another deep inhale. Sip in a little prana through your mouth as you bring your hands up through your center line, through Shushumna. This is a practice of balance and centering. Separate your palms, drop your shoulders. You're engaging Mula Bandh, lifting from your sex organs, lifting your spine long and straight, a pillar of light. Bring the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth, just behind the front of your teeth. And when you're ready, exhale. Gently, with control, sweep your arms down through your sides. Good. Bring your hands to rest on your knees for just a moment. Take a couple breaths here, checking in with yourself now that you've arrived in your sacred practice. See if there's anything that you showed up specifically that you're working with today. And we'll see how that can come through in the practice. If there's anything we're manifesting or working on changing, patterns we're releasing, we'll see if we can get in there today. Bring your hands back to your heart center. Inhale, bring your hands up through the center line, and then drop the arms out into a wide V about 60 degrees. Bring the tips of your fingers into the first pad of your palms. Thumbs are pointing up to the sky. So the arms are in a really wide V here. Sitting up nice and straight. And if you're on the first few days of your moon cycle or pregnant, this is your posture and you're doing long, deep breathing. Everyone else, let's activate a breath of fire. So your emphasis is on the exhale through the nose. It's somewhat rapid. And every time you exhale, your abdomen pumps in. This is called Ego Eradicator. You stay with it. I'm going to share a little bit about it for you. So this is one of the foundations of Kundalini Yoga. And the thumbs represent the ego, and that's why they're pointing up. We're plugging them into the ethers, the cosmos, the heavens, the infinite, to get our ego out of the way. We can keep a healthy ego, but to get our ego out of the way so that we can just be really present. And anytime our arms are extended out, we're clearing our energetic body. We're becoming more radiant. We're working in our auric space. And this breath is like a bellows. So you're pumping your navel to stoke your internal fire. So your internal flame is growing brighter. And your eyes are closed down and your gaze is focused at your third eye point. So we're activating our intuition, our intuitive knowing. Almost there. We're almost done. Stay with it. Keep your arms straight. Recommit for the final few seconds. Inhale deep. Suspend your breath as you start to bring your thumb tips together overhead. So let the thumb tips find each other and then extend your fingers out straight. Engage Mula Bandha, lift from your perineum, your sex organs, your lower abdomen. Really create a seal here. And exhale, release it all. Sweep the arms down through the sides. Give your shoulders a little roll if yours are a little sore, like mine might be. And find stillness. Returning to long, deep breathing. Okay, good. All right, let's do a little bit of warm-ups just to get our body moving. We're going to do a Kriya today that's traditionally done as a woman's set. But it's accessible to everyone. What it really does is it's helping us to settle into and nurture and strengthen and connect with our divine feminine energy. And we all carry both the feminine and the masculine. So it's traditionally done as the woman's set, but we're all doing it together here today. And it's interesting. It's one of the only Kriyas where we're going to be holding poses, holding shapes. It's 11 asanas, and we're going to be holding them for a significant amount of time, 1 to 3 minutes. So don't worry, it's not like the 31-minute crazy hold with your arms out here or anything. It's almost more like a yin practice. So I want us to do a little bit of flow to just get our bodies warm. So come into tabletop. And let's do a little cat-cow together. Inhaling as you look up, dropping the abdomen. Exhale as you round your spine. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, tuck your toes under and start pressing back into down dog. Arriving here in a down dog. Come up on your tiptoes. And now on your next exhale, bend your knees deep. Almost touching the floor with your knees. And then straighten the legs. Good. If you want to add a little variation to this, we're here for just a few breaths. Bring your right hand, pick it up off the floor, and reach it back to your outer left calf. So your arm is crossing under you. Breathing here, engaging the core, getting a little twist, and release. And opposite side, lifting up the left hand, crossing it under you, reaching back, and wrapping it around the outside of your right calf. Long, deep breathing. And release. Look up between your hands and step your right foot up. Drop your left knee back down. So coming into a little lunge. Keep both hands on the floor. And breathe into your hip. Bring a little space into the pelvis. Deep inhale, full exhale. And then straighten that front leg, bringing your hips back so you get a nice stretch through the extended front leg. And bring it back. Hands planted on either side of the right foot. Pop the back knee up off the floor. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Knees can come to the floor as you lower down through chaturanga. Inhale into a really low cobra. So a really low cobra here. Opening through the heart, lifting the chin, then exhale down. Tuck the toes under, press up through plank, and back into downward facing dog. Look up between the hands, step the left foot forward. Right knee comes to the floor, and pausing here, taking a moment here in this runner's lunge. I notice I just moved my foot out a little wider, just naturally without even thinking about it or cueing it, so that I could get a little bit deeper stretch here. So you can make any of those adjustments for what feels really good for your body today. And then move your hips back towards your back foot so you can extend your front leg out straight, flex your foot, and feel a nice stretch. Stay bending forward. Feel this awesome stretch all the way up the back of the extended leg. Nice. Bring it forward. Plant the hands on opposite sides of the foot, outside edges of the foot. Back knee comes up off the floor. Step the left foot back to meet the right. We're in plank. Inhale here, hold the posture. And then exhale, knees can come to the floor, lower down to chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. Oh my gosh, sorry, my mic was like just on my nostril. I don't know how that sounded for you guys. We're in down dog. Look up between your hands. Step or jump both feet up to meet the hands. Inhaling to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sides, rising all the way up. Finding your back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step or jump the feet back into plank. Good, we're in plank. You can drop one knee to the floor if you want to, or keep both legs extended straight as we roll onto one side for a side plank. You can definitely drop this knee down for a little support here. That helps you maybe get some more length, some more mobility, or if you're working on strength today, both legs are up and extended out behind you. Bring it back down, switch sides. A few breaths here. Good. Both hands come back to the floor in plank. And lower the knees down to the floor, lower down to a chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back into child's pose. Take a deep inhale here, breathing into your back of your heart. And then slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And we come into sitting on our knees. This is our first asana of our Kriya today. So if you need to get anything, any sort of support to support your ankles, your knees, your heels, you can roll up a mat or a blanket. And this is our first asana. So this is rock pose. And it's called rock pose because in the yogic traditions, they say that if you sit like this, so we're sitting on our heels, spine is nice and straight and lifted. Chin is tucked back in slightly, and they say that if you sit in this pose, you can digest rocks. So we're here for 1 minute. I'm going to take the risk and play some music. I know we'll get flagged. I want to thank all of the artists, the musicians that provide all the beautiful music for our Kundalini Yoga practice. These are sacred mantras that we play in Kundalini Yoga that have been used for thousands of years, so they carry a really potent vibration, a really potent energy, because they've been chanted many times in sacred ways. Give yourself a chance to really settle into this shape, into this posture. And one more deep inhale. Exhale, release it. And then release the legs so you come sitting on your booty. And there's two options for this next one. So the first one is you can come sitting on your heel and extend one leg out. Or you can come and just bring the foot to the inside of the thigh with one leg extended out. So that's yogi's choice. Okay. And again, we're here for 1 minute. So we're really just holding this shape. We're going to inhale, arms come up, exhale, turn to face the foot of the extended leg, and then exhale, forward fold. Your eyes close down. And let your torso come towards your thigh as much as you can. Guiding your nose to your knee. It may get there. It might not be anywhere close. Honoring your body exactly where you're at today. Keep the foot flexed so you're feeling a nice extension through the back of the leg, through the back of the heel. A couple more breaths on this side, long and slow and deep. And release. And switch sides. So do whichever variation you did on the first side. So if you're sitting on your heel, then you're going to sit on the heel of this left foot or the opposite foot. Or if you just have your foot tucked in inside your thigh, then repeat that. Flex the foot of the extended leg. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, turn to face the extended leg and forward fold. If you can reach your big toe, use your first 2 fingers to make the yogi hook and wrap it around your big toe. And really guide yourself down. Knee coming towards nose. Nose coming towards knee. Release the neck. Release the head. Let it be heavy. Your eyes are closed down and your breath is long and slow and deep. Keep the foot flexed so that you're feeling the stretch up around the back of the heel, up the back of the leg. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, see if you can guide your torso a little closer to your thigh. And then release. Come up slowly. Bring that extended leg back in. Bring them both out to the center. Wiggle your legs. Get a little blood flow. And then tuck your feet behind you. Coming back to the knees. If you have any padding or you want to double up your mat, I'm on my sheepskin and my mat and a sweet rug. So I have lots of padding underneath my knees, but if you need to take a moment to get a little extra padding under your knee, do that now. And then we're going to have a few options for this next one too. So we're doing camel pose. Okay, so we rise up, we're on our knees. And the way that this looks, first variation is you're going to bring your hands to your low back, pressing your pelvis forward, opening through the front of the shoulders, supporting the low back, and dropping the head back, keeping the neck extended, but the chin lifted and the head, top of the head extended. So this is the most supportive if you have any low back issues. If this feels okay to you and you want to go next level, you can tuck your toes under so your heels come a little higher and drop one hand back, other hand back, and you're here in camel. Full expression of this is going to be your feet flat on the floor, dropping back to the heels, and really opening the heart. It's a little too much for me today. So you find your variation, find where you're working today, and settle into it. Long, deep breathing. This is really good for our reproductive organs, for our ovaries. Opening the heart. If this is challenging you, breathe into it and do your best to stay committed. You can bring a little smile to the corners of the mouth. Keep the pelvis pressing forward, and actually you're clenching your butt to support your low back. So you're really clenching your butt muscles. One more deep breath. And exhale, slowly come up and out of it. And release. And extend your legs out in front of you. Give them a little wiggle. And come lying down on your back. And we're going to work our way up into a shoulder stand. So lying here on our back for just a moment. Let everything integrate. Seeing what's coming through to you in this practice. Okay, so if you are past your first trimester of pregnancy, don't do this one. Or if you're on the first few days of your moon cycle, don't do shoulder stand. Here's what you're going to do, both of you. You're going to pull your knees into your chest. And this is it. Next option is extend the legs up straight. Feet are flexed, so your soles of your feet are pressing towards the ceiling. And you can support your legs here with the hands on the back of the thighs. I guess those are your hamstrings. And the rest of us are going to go ahead and work our way up to a shoulder stand. So using a little momentum to kick your legs up in the air and bring your hands to your low back. to support you. Long, deep breathing here. Stay in the posture.
Satnam Ji, Satnam, Satnam Ji, Satnam, Satnam Ji, Satnam, Vaheguru, Satnam Ji, Vaheguru, Satnam, Vaheguru, Satnam Ji, Vaheguru, Satnam, Vaheguru, Satnam Ji, Vaheguru.
And start to release out of whichever shape you're in until you come laying flat on your back, legs extended, arms down by the sides. You can wiggle your hips gently left to right. Find stillness for a moment. Take a deep inhale. Exhale it out your mouth. And everyone hug your knees into your chest and start to rock and roll along the length of your spine. Until you come up to seated, and we're working our way up into standing now. Okay, this next one is a good one. This one is a very empowering pose. Come to the back of your mat and step your right foot forward. So you're coming into warrior legs here. And your front foot, the back of the heel of the front foot is aligned with the arch of the back foot. Okay. And then we're going to bring our arms up, extended out, like warrior two arms. You're going to keep your right hand so the arm of the bent knee, the front knee, is extended out in front of you. Bring your back arm forward like you're drawing a bow. So you're pulling back the arrow. And this is our posture. So bring your left hand back to the back left shoulder. And you're in archer pose. Your gaze is out past your thumb. So your extended thumb in the front is your target. And soften your gaze so you're gazing out past that thumb. Long, deep breathing. Really feel the foundation of your feet beneath you. I just noticed in my camera that my back elbow was sagging. So check yours. See if you need to lift it up. Keep the shoulders dropped down. And your breath is long and deep. These poses where we hold them for an extended period of time without movement can become challenging sometimes. So how do you want to meet that challenge? Do you want to back out of it and give up? Do you want to meet it with grace and strength and courage? We're only here for 1 minute and we're almost there. And look out over your thumb. Visualize your target and release the arrow and release the arms, release the pose. Turn your right foot forward. And take a deep center bend here, a wide-legged forward fold. And rock the hips left to right. Good, and then come up. And we'll switch sides. So turning towards your opposite side. For me, my left leg is in front now. My left knee bends. Right foot is turned parallel to the back of the mat. The back of the front heel aligning with the center of the back foot, with the arch of the back foot. And arms come up to the front. Your left arm is going to stay extended if your left knee is bent. Use your right hand to pull back the arrow, pull back the bow. And this is your pose. Long, deep breathing, really creating a foundation through your feet. Your legs are strong. Your breath is deep and steady. Yes, you're doing great. Stay with it. We have about 15 more seconds. One more deep inhale. Exhale, shoot your arrow, hit your target, and release. Bring it together and shake it out. Nice, good job. Come back down to your mat. And come into baby pose. So it's like child's pose. Your knees can be extended out wide if you're doing the practice with a little pregnant belly. Your knees can be tucked right underneath you. The difference here between child's pose and baby pose is we're going to just take the arms and have them wrapped back around the body. And hopefully your forehead is touching the floor. If it's not and you have a prop nearby, a bolster or a blanket, you can bring that to support your forehead. And just release here. These practices of holding these poses really resets our nervous system. Let yourself completely surrender to this pose. Feel the resetting capabilities of this shape. Let your forehead be really heavy, sinking into the earth, releasing stress, releasing thoughts. We are not our thoughts. We're so much more than that. Start to roll up. Okay. Making your way down to your stomach. Lay flat on your stomach and bring your hands up behind you, your chin, your arms back behind you, extended along the body, your chin resting on the earth. Bend your knees so your feet are flat and start to windshield wiper them left to right. That feels good on my low back. Good. Now bring the knees to center, the feet to center, and start to reach back for the tops of your feet. And this is the first variation of this. So if you're pregnant, working with a second or third trimester pregnancy, you're probably actually not doing this one. You can rest on your side and feel fetal pose. If you're pregnant or have knee issues, this is where you're staying in your first trimester pregnancy. Everyone else lift up, lifting the head, lifting the chin, lifting the chest off the floor. Lifting the knees up, opening through the heart. Long, deep breathing. And the breathing, the breath creates a gentle rocking motion. So we're actually massaging our abdomen, massaging our internal organs, our reproductive organs. Long, deep breathing, eyes closed, gaze focused at the third eye point. Do your best. You might be lifting up way higher than I am. Your chest up off the floor. Your head is extended up to the sky, your neck long. Do it, do it. Stay with it. Stay with the challenge. Feel the empowerment that you're giving yourself. And release. Drop the legs, release the shoulders, turn your head to one side. Okay. Bring your hands back. We're staying on our abdomens now. Bring your hands back and make them into tiny fists. And you're going to tuck them just underneath your hip creases. Okay. So right where your pelvis, the edge of your pelvis, where your legs meet your torso. Chin is resting on the floor. And we're going to lift up the feet off the floor into locust pose. Long, deep breathing here. So really trying to keep the upper half of the body grounded and bringing levity, lightness to the feet. See if you can settle into this. Do your best. For a few more breaths, you've got it. One more deep inhale. Exhale and release it down. Release the hands, bring them back up to rest underneath the forehead. And rock the hips left to right. Good job. Press back into child's pose. Take cow pose. So dropping the abdomen down, lifting the chin, lifting the tail. Long, deep breathing here. See if you can press the fronts of your ankles into the floor. Lifting your chin up, extending the neck long and straight. We're usually doing this combined with cat pose, so we move through it quickly. See how it feels to stay in this shape. Can you stretch your abdominal muscles? Can you stretch your throat? Can you stretch your forehead? Eyes closed down and gaze focused at the third eye point. Keep the fronts of the ankles pressing into the floor. Getting some flexion here. Good. Now we move into our cat pose. Hands stay just beneath the shoulders. Chin tucks into the chest and really round your spine. Really press into the knees. Engage your legs. Press into the hands. Engage your arms. Tuck the abdomen in up to the spine. Really rounding the spine, rounding the spine. Long, deep breathing. Let the head be heavy. Take one more nice deep inhale here. And exhale out the mouth. And release. We have one more pose. Come lying down on your back. We're doing this one for 1 minute, the grand finale. You almost made it. You're doing amazing. This is kind of challenging practice in some moments, but the rewards will be plenty. So we're lying flat on our back. Lift the head up, lift the shoulders up, lift the feet 6 inches off the floor, and look down at your feet. Long, deep breathing. If this is really, really challenging for you, if this is straining your low back, tuck your hands beneath your pelvis. If you absolutely have to, you can drop one foot down for a moment, switch legs, but really try. We're just here for 1 minute, so really try to keep your feet and your head and your shoulders up off the floor. We're over halfway there. You might be starting to shake. Exactly as you are, you're beautiful and perfect and strong and radiant. And release it down. And we're already right here where we're supposed to be. Imagine that. Finding ourselves in Shavasana. Let your feet fall out wide and open. Arms down by the sides, away from the body. Palms facing up, roll your shoulder blades together on the back. Let your feet and your legs be really heavy and soft. No more clenching the butt muscles. Release your butt, release your hips, your pelvis. Let your abdomen be soft, or all of your internal organs be soft. Feel your shoulders melting into the earth. Arms extended and soft and relaxed. Wrists and hands relaxed. Your heart open and soft, energy flowing in and out in reciprocity. Take a swallow. Swallow to move any energy out of your throat. Or you can sigh it out the mouth, releasing the throat and the neck. Let the head be really heavy, the eyeballs heavy in their sockets. Your face smooth. Your jaw loose and relaxed. No clenching the teeth, no clenching the jaw. Let yourself fully release, staying in your Shavasana for the next few moments. Start to bring a little movement into your body. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Or you can stay in Shavasana longer if you want to. Taking a nice stretch. And then rolling onto one side. And working your way up to seated. And that concludes our practice today, friends. So we'll seal up this sacred vessel that we opened by rubbing our palms together one more time. Bring the hands together, back to the heart. Come back to the heart center, just in case we drifted. Probably not, but just in case. And find what's waiting in there for you. Let's inhale together for a long sat and a short nam. Sat nam. Bowing your head, you can even bring your head all the way down to the floor for a little moment of grounding. And bringing it back up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a really beautiful day. I hope you feel really amazing from this practice. And I will see you again next week. Oh, wait, let me check. Are we doing next week? No, next week there will be no live class. You can redo any of the older classes, dip into our archives, and I'll see you in February. Bye.